Hi, we are working on activity 2.5. We are on page 112, so over here to the right, make sure you're on page 112. You are going to need to be interacting with the text today, so make sure you're with me, underlining, highlighting. I will be checking that at the end for a grade. So I'm checking that you're underlining, highlighting, numbering your learning targets, all of those things. First of all, the lesson is on contemplating conflicting perspectives. So you're going to be contemplating, you're thinking about conflicting perspectives. When people have different viewpoints, there is a conflict. So you should be thinking about a time when you fought with somebody else. And I will pause the video and ask questions about that throughout the lesson. But in the Giver, we're going to be reading chapters 3 and 4. You're going to analyze conflicting perspectives of the novel and explain how the author uses this technique to shape readers' understanding of the story. Please number this learning target number 1. Learning target number 2, please number that. It says identify and analyze the importance of specific vocabulary to the story. So as we read, please get out your composition notebook. You are going to be recording 5 vocabulary words and defining them using your phone or speaking with a shoulder partner using context clues. During our reading today, you're going to be doing a shared reading. I will introduce the chapter and then you're going to be reading with your shoulder partner. You're going to be close reading. So you're reading using your hopefully your metacognitive markers, but we can't write in the book, so you're just going to have to write in your composition notebook to mark anything down. You will be rereading, questioning the text, note-taking, and discussing this in groups. Before we read, number 1 says, other than the protagonist, who are the most important characters so far in the story? What do we know about each of these characters? Make a list of these characters and provide a brief description of each. So first of all, please tell your shoulder partner what a protagonist is. So the protagonist is Jonas, and he is the main character. Then we need to list other characters that we know. So that was number 1. Number 2, number 3. Please list at least 6 characters that have been introduced so far, who they are, and what their role is. So I'm going to pause the video and you can work with your shoulder partner. Next, number 2. Which of these characters usually agree with each other? Which of these characters tend to disagree? So you're going to give me names of 2 characters. So 2 characters that agree, and then 2 characters that disagree. Okay. Go ahead and fill it out. Then during reading, number 3, we're going to be discussing conflict between people or between people and society. It's a result of conflicting perspectives. When you have a viewpoint on something and someone else views it differently, you have a conflict. You're fighting with that person, so you're going against them. Support your idea by identifying a topic that has created the most important conflict so far in the story and contrast 2 different perspectives about the topic. So you are going to have the topic, what are they fighting about? Character 1 and character 2. So character 1 is going to be someone in the story, and who they're fighting with is character 2. Their perspective is their viewpoint on the topic, viewpoint. Then under textual evidence, please draw quotes here. You need quotes with the author and the page number. Again, you need quotes, author, page number. So this is character 1, something they said, character 2, something they said, if they are arguing or having a conflict. Okay. Number 4, after we read or during reading, you're going to write questions for discussion based on the information provided in the chart. You're going to come up with a literal question, so it's factual, and then an interpretive question. The interpretive question is an answer that can be inferred based on textual evidence. It's a little harder than the literal question. The literal question can be found in the text. It's a level 1 question, a DOK 1. So make sure you're writing a literal question and then an interpretive question for the Giver for chapters 3 and 4. Number 5, which characters are questioning society? How might that tie to the theme? You have to know what the theme is. Please tell your shoulder partner what theme is. Number 6, continue to add your own personal vocabulary list in your reader-writer notebook. Identify, record, and define in context at least 5 new words. So you are going to have the word, the sentence that the word is in, and then the definition. Choose one you think is important to understanding the characters, setting, or conflict of the story. Explain why you chose the word. So on number 6, I should see out of your 5 words that you found, you are going to put one word, the most important word, here, that leads you to better understand the character, setting, or conflict of the story. Okay? So you do need the word, the sentence, and then your response on how you better understand the character, setting, or conflict of the story. Next, we have language and writer's craft for choosing mood. This is important when you are writing, so you want to make sure that you have the correct mood displayed when you're writing. In your book, on page 114, there is the definition of mood, and it's to the left there. You can't see it up here because it is cut off, but to the left it says mood. Mood is the form of the verb that shows the mode or manner in which a thought is expressed. So please read that definition on the side of 114 of what mood is to your shoulder partner. Okay, you want to make sure that you're writing in the correct mood as you write any essay. So we have different types of moods here. Please number them. We have number 1, indicative mood. Number 2, imperative mood. Number 3, interrogative mood. Number 4, conditional mood. And number 5, subjunctive mood. Please number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to talk about each one, and then I'm going to have you read over it again with your shoulder partner, because you have to be able to read these sentences below to tell me what type of mood it is. So the first one, indicative mood. Indicative mood, this is verbs that indicate a fact or opinion. Please underline or highlight fact or opinion. Like, I am too ill to go to school today. That is a fact or opinion. Please read indicative mood to your shoulder partner. Okay, number 2, imperative mood. Imperative mood is verbs that express a command or request. Like, go to school. Please get up and get dressed. You're commanding them or requesting them to do something. Please read imperative mood to your shoulder partner. Okay, interrogative mood. Verbs that ask a question. Please underline or highlight question. Like, are you going to school? Do you feel ill? Please read interrogative mood to your shoulder partner. Number 4, conditional mood. Verbs that express something. So that hasn't happened or something that can happen if a certain condition is met. Please underline that hasn't happened or something that can happen if a certain condition is met. For example, I would have gone to school yesterday if I had felt well. The conditional part is the if. If I had felt well, I would have gone to school yesterday. Please read conditional mood to your shoulder partner. Okay, subjunctive mood. Those are verbs that describe a state that is uncertain or contrary to fact. When using the verb to be in the subjunctive, always use were rather than was. So, I wish my cold were better today. If you were to go to school, what would you learn? So please underline or highlight uncertain or contrary to fact. All right. Number 8, you are going to, please read subjunctive mood to your shoulder partner. Number 8, you are going to decide which of these moods is most suitable for the topic sentence. So you're going to circle one at the end. What would be the best one for the topic sentence? Then you're going to identify each mood. So choose the most suitable topic sentence among the examples below. So for example, the first one, we have number 1. You are going to put the answer for, if Harrison and his mother were put in the same room, they would not be able to communicate. So you are going to write down what that is. You have to choose from indicative, imperative, interrogative, conditional, and subjunctive. So please discuss this with your shoulder partner. Which one do you think it would be? Okay, the first one is conditional and subjunctive. So please go back and read conditional mood and subjunctive mood, and then read the sentence again to figure out why it was conditional and subjunctive. Okay, now with your shoulder partner, you are going to label the rest. What type of mood is the next? So you have, we already did number 1 together, the first bullet. You have 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 of them. So you have to decide what type of mood it is, discuss it with your shoulder partner, and put the answer. We will discuss at the end. Okay, ready, set, go. Okay, the second one should have been imperative. Please check your answers. The next one, interrogative, and it's a hook. The next one should have been indicative. Harrison and George Bergen are father and son. Then the last one is subjunctive. Please check your answers. So I'm going to go back up to the second one. Here's number 2 and 3. And last 2, 4, and 5. Please fix yours if you missed it and discuss with your shoulder partner why it should be that answer. Alright, then which of these sentences might be a good hook for an introductory paragraph? So we just talked about that up with the answers. So please discuss which one should be an effective hook. Okay, the effective hook should have been this one. Are Harrison and Hazel Bergen really so different? It pulls the reader in. So sometimes we start with a question, sometimes we start with a statement, sometimes we start with an intriguing fact. That is up to you, but out of all of these sentences, this is the best one, the best hook. Okay, moving on. At the bottom you have a writing prompt. It says, identify the perspectives of 2 different characters and show how the contrast between them highlights a conflict of the story. Be sure to create a topic sentence indicating the contrasting perspectives. So you have to have a topic sentence obviously introducing 2 characters, indicating one perspective and then the other person's perspective. Provide examples from the text and at least 1 direct quotation to support your ideas. Logically organize your ideas. This is just a quick writing prompt, so we are going to write 1 paragraph, and it needs to start with a hook. Then you have a topic sentence or a thesis, same thing, okay? Then you need to provide an example. So it needs to be something from the text that shows that they are arguing. The author's name after the quote, the page number. Then you need commentary. Your commentary should be this quote shows or this quote portrays. You should be using your power verbs. So we could say shows. Another one could be portrays. Another one could be displays. So make sure you use a variety of power verbs as you're writing. After your commentary, You want to sum up, so have a concluding sentence. Okay, concluding sentence.